Hi, and welcome to Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
And I'm JC Alvarez, and we're so happy you can join us on this very special Pride edition of the show. Because it is a month to be very proud.
To be toasted.
A month to be toasted.
You like, is that your color?
Yes.
We have a, I'll pick the same color for now, but we have...
Oh, okay. Mixologist Herb Westphalen is going to be with us today. He's going to be sharing some really great drink recipes that everyone should be enjoying for the holiday, which is Gay Pride.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is one of his
cocktails and mocktails.
Cocktails and these are some of his concoctions. We'll give him a shot. Makes me want to fall in love.
And it's tasty, and we're going to learn exactly what each one of these is a little bit later on.
Yes. But like I said, it makes me want to fall in love, which is a nice segue to our first guest, who's actually back.
Hi, boys.
Our friend of the show, Charlie the Matchmaker.
Welcome.
Hi, boys.
How are you?
You get cornier as the days go by, I swear to
Did you
God.
just say hornier?
I said cornier.
Oh, okay.
Wait until this kicks in.
Cornier.
Oh.
Wait, are they
Did
really
you try
strong?
one?
No.
Oh, Herb.
May I? Can I have
Yes.
the pretty purple
Yes, by
rimmed
all
one?
means, please. John, would you mind putting that one down and passing me the other one?
I guess.
Okay.
This is going to be horrible. What do you think? How is that? Let's see.
Woo!
It's nice being able to drink on our set.
I love it.
Because
I'm not done yet.
Because drinking is good for matchmaking.
Yes, because the more you drink, the better they look. No. Let's be serious for
The
a
more you
moment.
drink, the better I look.
You know, I don't go anywhere without my heart on. Yes.
Yes.
But you always look
Yes.
good, sweetheart.
Yes.
Just stop it, John.
What have you been up to, and how are you going to celebrate Pride with your husband?
My husband, Gary, and I are going to enjoy New York Pride right on Fifth Avenue. My business associate, Hugh Heisel, with the Men Event.
Yes.
Which
Which has grown in size and been so. Every time I go, it's huge.
More and more people.
I'm talking about the event.
Oh. Not your stomach. Oh. Okay.
No.
But
Horrible. No
my
wonder
God,
he
I
hasn't
got
been able to
laughing
match
for the
me up.
audience.
Go
I
ahead,
need to
Charlie.
do a public service announcement. This young man needs a date. Can somebody out there please call in? What's the number?
718-460-9802.
It's really not all that bad. Although I must say that you have gone to great lengths to try to match me.
I'm trying. You know, I love a challenge, and you warned me. You did warn me.
I did.
But wow. Do you have any luck during Gay Pride when there's hundreds of thousands of millions of gay guys like
Who could
thrive?
care less who they hook up with? Yes.
Sure.
I, of course, am just going to be dealing with the boys that are looking for the long-term relationships.
Yes,
you know.
because you know that's another thing that John hasn't been to your matchmaking events because he doesn't need it.
Right. Look at this. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it. He's
Old married man.
He's off the market. But it's like it's really amazing. No, not old,
you're kidding.
but I mean, like, you know, it's really exciting to see that there are so many guys that come to Charlie's events that really do want to find partners.
Oh yeah, and it used to be when I first started out a few years ago, it was the late 30s into the 50s that were ready to settle down, and now the 20-year-olds are coming to me, and I'm like, what the hell do you need me for? You can't go out and get a date? And they're like, we can't get a quality date. And I'm starting to get the reputation for getting people quality dates, which is what I'm all about.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to Gay Pride. My husband and I are going to be with the Men Event at this fantastic Irish pub right on Fifth Avenue.
That's brilliant. They do that event every year. Yeah, they do.
And it's a great way to enjoy the parade because you can step out and woohoo and get your party on, and then you've got some air conditioning and a place to go.
But I'm curious though, are you going to be working that event?
Honey, I always work it. Have you not seen this?
It's like a nonstop thrill ride with you.
I know. I know. I'm sorry.
You've been very busy. You've been very busy.
Wow,
Aside
yes.
from all the matchmaking events, you've actually now crossed over into that other realm.
The straight well.
The realm of.
I wish we had some scary music for that.
Yeah, I honed my skills for the
Yep.
first few years on the gay community,
Right.
and then a bunch of people were like, "Why don't you just do the straights too?" And I'm like, really? They need help? And then I took a good look and, oh my God, do they need help? Yeah, yeah, especially successful women in New York City. I mean, they're right when they say that everybody's either gay or married, and then some of us are even gay and married. And these poor girls, it's like they see my rings and they're just like, you actually get rings from men? And, you know, and again, with the gay community, I was starting out with women in their 40s, and now it's women in their 30s, and now it's even women in their 20s. You like, you know, I guess it's, you know, women used to be so oriented with their careers that they
focused
that's
on
all they
becoming,
did. That's all they did. And then bam, they wake up in their 40s and they're alone.
Right.
Girls are starting to see that at a younger age now. So I have a bunch of ladies that as soon as they're getting their careers and their masters done, boom, they're coming to me and saying, finding me a man.
Find you a man.
And I'm loving it.
And one of the ways you've been doing this is through, you joined the crew at MoxieQ.
MoxieQ.com.
Yeah, MoxieQ.com. Check out that blog, because you give a lot of really good relationship advice on MoxieQ.
Well, I learned that gay advice and straight advice, there's not much of a difference. Everybody's looking for a good man, good hard man. My God, what's wrong with me? That drink was so good.
That or
gayest
Herb
thing I ever saw.
Westphalen and his drinks are amazing.
So, yeah, MoxieQ, I started doing the weekly blog, giving out advice, and I mean, my database just blew up. So I now have a gay male database, a gay female database, a straight male database, and a straight woman database.
Don't ever mix them up.
Well, that's funny that you mentioned that, because my new office that I'm creating is actually going to have 4 huge murals on them. Okay. Because I think you guys remember how I used to call my boys pool boys and the girls pool girls. Yeah. Well, each pool is going to have, it's going to be an aerial view of the pool, and it's going to have a diving board on it. Okay. And on each diving board is going to be a gay guy, of course, in a Speedo.
Sure, of course.
A straight girl in a bikini. Right. A lesbian girl in, like, you know, the square cut sportish kind of thing.
I thought you were going to say
and then a straight guy in, like, the board shorts.
Yeah.
And these things are...
and on occasion, that straight guy in the board short is going to jump over into the gay pool.
Well, when I'm really busy, I'm just going to say take a wade in the pool, because that's where all the photos are going to be displayed of all my clients and all my pool boys and pool girls.
The show is live, so if anyone wants to call in and talk to Charlie and get some relationship advice,
718-460-9802.
Because he's good at it.
I try.
Yeah, he's very good at it. You've got, besides the MoxieQ blog and Pride, you've certainly kept yourself really busy and stuff. And sometimes I wonder how you are able to make your relationship work, because, you know, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
To, like, sort of like have someone who's, like, really supports you and is there. And
is he paying you to say this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen. I have to give it to this man. Gary, I love you. Thank you for being by my side. He is to the point where he's like, where are you going now? I mean, we sit down.
Where are you going 11:30 at night?
Yeah. I mean, between hosting events and my clients calling 24/7, yeah, he didn't see that coming. It's like, Charlie, I need advice. I just got dumped. But he, especially this last few weeks, I have a lot of irons in the fire. And then, of course, my good buddies ask me to come do this, and I just jump at it.
Well, it's gay pride, and I think, and it's like a lot of people, like, really. You know, it's that odd time of the year where they don't necessarily want to be in relationships. They do want to be in relationships, and what I've been seeing is a lot of people really do want to be. I've seen a lot of couples out there.
I'm starting to get the gist of this. You had me on in February for Valentine's Day, and now you have me on for Pride Month. It's like when the homos are ready for love,
when they're like this,
the love doctor. Somebody actually,
they're a poppin'.
There is oh my God, I just got totally off the...
It was the visual, wasn't it?
It was the visual. What are you doing to me?
It's not me, I think it's the drinks.
It's the drinks. Did we ching yet?
Cheers.
I love
Ding,
this.
John.
Oh, ching plastic, ching plastic.
Because mocktails are great beverages too for the holidays. And
it's quite tasty.
And Herb will be joining us at the end of the show.
And what's a mocktail?
Mocktail are non-alcoholic beverages.
I would know those.
What are some of the more common things, possible missteps that people tend to make on like on early dating?
The three number one rules that I have with everybody is communication, communication, communication. You have to start out with total honesty and total communication from the get-go. Which is why I'm not a fan of the online stuff, because a lot of that starts in lies. And you have to be totally honest. And if you feel that the other person's not being totally honest, you have my permission to say, I don't think that's kosher. And what are you talking about? Like one of the first blogs that I wrote about, I told a story of how I was having a conversation with my husband, and I just saw the wind just go right through his hair as I was speaking. Like, he didn't get what I was talking about at all. It was like, whoosh. And sometimes people will let that go. Right. And I just looked at him and I'm like, did you understand a word I just said? And he's like, what'd you say? And I'm like, did you get what I was meaning? What'd you mean? So it's like, you have Charlie's permission to nail it home, kids. I mean, if you see any kind of glossing over or not knowing what the hell's going on, you say, did you understand what I meant? That's the main thing, is you can say something and the other person will totally not get what you're talking about.
You get the Cindy Brady look?
Thank you.
Well, it's important, especially nowadays, it's important to hold your partner accountable. Even for anything. I mean, it's like
for anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, relationships are tough. You've got to have great communication and be able to call people on stuff. I mean, he, God love him, has to call me on a bunch of stuff lately.
He's a very patient man.
He is. He is. And his main thing that he does now is that he'll go online the next morning to see what paparazzi shots there are of me, and he'll be like, so who's that, and who's that, and who's that, and who's that? And I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know. And I mean, that takes a lot of patience and trust.
Yeah,
that is something that you have to nail down in the beginning of the relationship. Right. I don't know if you know this, but this next month is 21 years that Gary and I have been together.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. May 14th was 16 years ago that I took his last name. Yeah, I didn't even do the homo thing where they hyphenated him. I took it. Yeah, I love you, Gary Maffei.
That's just great.
Somebody called me last month the ambassador to love. I loved it. I think we're gonna make.
That's a pretty big
stickers.
title to own.
Yeah.
And you're happy with that.
I am.
You're happy making unions happen within the community.
And that's exactly it. I figure if I've had to go through this for 21 years, everybody deserves to. I have my gay mixers, and now I have my straight mixers, and what's in the works is to have just mixers. It's going to get a little complicated.
Everyone's got to wear a tag.
I'm afraid there's going to be voices coming out of the...
A different colored name tag. A different colored name tag.
A different colored name tag, a different colored this.
Just, we're running quick on time. So where, again, can people find your
Everybody can find my information at www.charliethematchmaker.com. And I can be followed on Twitter at @cmatchmaker. And I'm going to be advertising all of my monthly mixers and the gay pride party that I'm going to. Everything is going to be on my site with a connection. www.charliethematchmaker.com.
Well, we're always happy to have you.
Thank you.